Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better get me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice now. Come on, dig me. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. One more time, partner. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, how amazing is that? How good has God been to me? How good has he been to you? Just check yourself sometimes. Just sit up and just run a survey. Just look at your life where it's at. It might not be where you want it to be, but that's probably some decisions you made. But really, though, in spite of all the crazy mistakes I done made, I mean, man, I look back at some of the decisions I done came up with, and man, it's just amazing he let me live. I mean, and to exist the way I exist, that's nothing but grace, mercy, favor. All that is. That's what my mama praying for me when I wasn't praying for myself. That had to be it, because man, I can truly tell you, I have made enough mistakes, man, stuff you would never even know about, and recovered from them all. You can too. And I don't care what you've done. Marvin Sapp has a song out that says, he saw the best in me when everyone else around me could only see the worst in me. You know, that's an important song, man. Especially, you know, I want to talk to men today because, man, being a man is so difficult. Please know, it has been my quest ever since I was a little boy. My father had one ambition. Son, I don't care what you do, but when I get through raising you, you will be a man. That's all I want you to be. He never cared what I did for a living. It never made a difference to him. You're going to be a man. Manhood is difficult. Now, ladies that's listening to this, I'm not saying womanhood ain't. I don't know what it takes to be a woman. So, you know, but I do know exactly what it takes to be a man. So, you know, sometimes when you talk to people on the radio, you have to preface things because people are just he trying to make it look like womanhood ain't. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just talking to men today to explain to them that they ain't by themselves and struggling trying to figure this thing out, that you are not alone in your quest for manhood, that is difficult. But I gotta tell you, man, manhood is that kind of difficult, and it becomes even more compounded if a young boy does not have a male role model. I've said it 1,000 times, I'll say it again. A young boy without a male role model is like an explorer without a map. Well, I have a suggestion for everybody that's struggling with manhood and all of the men out there that are men. This message is for all of us, and it's for me too. You know, I was listening to Joyce Myers the other day, and she made a statement. She said, sometimes you got to do the right thing even when it feels wrong. You know, one of the difficulties of manhood is peer pressure and the misguided principles of manhood. See, what God wants us to be as men and what we believe manhood is sometimes two different things. I'll give you an example. I wrote this book for women, right? And I was telling them the 3 ways that a man shows his love. And I call them 3 P's. We profess, we protect, and we provide. Every man who is a man, that's how he exhibits love. We're not talky, comforting. We're not great nurturers. But when it comes down to it, what we all want to do, what is in our DNA, is to profess our love for something, you as a woman, to protect you as a woman, and to provide for you as a woman. That's in our DNA. Now, sometimes that gets messed up. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes when a boy doesn't have the proper real role model in his life, he takes that principle of love that we all possess in us, every man, the professing part, the protecting, and the providing part, and we misplay it. That's why gangs exist. Gangs exist off those 3 principles. What's the first thing a gang member do? He profess. He claim a hood. That's the first thing he do. This is my neighborhood. I'm Deuce Trey. I'm Triple H. I'm Doop-de-Doop. I'm purple. I'm red. I'm blue. First thing they do is claim. That's professing. That's how we show our love. But it's misguided, though. Now we professing something that ain't even good for us. Your hood, your gang, your clique. Now, guess what? Now we got to protect it. So now, as a protection part of our love, here we go. You come down here, we gonna do this to you. You go over there, they gonna do that to you. You protect your hood. This your turf. This all you got. You ain't nobody coming down here with blue on. Can't nobody come over here with red on. You can't come over here with purple on. You can't come over here with black and gold on. And we protect that because that's in our DNA. And then what's the third thing? We provide. So guess what the gang need? Money. Guess what we do? We selling drugs. We selling women. We selling guns. It go back to the same thing, man. I don't know how God gave it to me that way when I was writing the book, but he showed it to me along the way. That's how men love. Well, when you don't have a role model in your life, guess what? Now that love is misplaced, it's misguided, it's off track. Ain't no man told you that really you're supposed to take this love and give it to a woman. You really supposed to profess, protect, and provide for a woman, not your gang set. Now you professing your hood, repping a color, you protecting your territory, shooting people, driving by, coming over you on your street, and then you provide. Now you out here selling drugs and guns for the same thing. When a boy does not have a male role model, he has a misguided way of looking at manhood. Here's the deal. See, God created all of us in his image. That means he's put some of our DNA in him. That's why it's in your DNA to profess, protect, and provide. Because guess what? That's what God do for us. Because we his children. I'm just talking to men right now. I'm just telling you, man, I had to wake up about 5 years ago. I wasn't doing what God wanted me to do. And then he shook me. He said, man, I'm going to bring about some changes in your life. I'm going to cause some things to happen that's going to put you in a position. And this time you're going to listen to me. Because if you don't, you're going to keep living in this pain you've been in. But you put yourself in this pain. I owe no blame to no one else but myself. Please know I know that. And that's how you really get to manhood, when you figure out what you done wrong. You can't blame this on none of your exes because you a man. You can't go, my ex did this. No. You a man, partner. You got to take responsibility for yours and yours alone. If you got kids, you got to get to them some kind of way. Write them a letter, send them the money. If she won't let you see it for the money, whatever, send the money to her mama. Do what you're supposed to do as a man. Do what God wants you to do, man, because he not letting us off the hook for what we supposed to be just because you ain't doing it. And if you do it, you turn your life around. Just hollering at the fellas today, that's all. Sorry about that.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, stupid, it's been put in front of me today. I was, before we started this morning, Tommy said, let's get on here and be stupid today. So, ladies and gentlemen, stupid is like stupid does, cause stupid ain't what stupid was. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you, man. They ain't want to go with that Shirley Strawberry.
I always want to go with the stupid. What are you talking about? That's my favorite.
There ain't no problem. Watch
you
this
guys
here.
just go too far.
Carla for real.
Sometimes.
Good morning. What's up, crew?
Yeah. Hey, fool.
Hey there, right here, front and center, where you want me. Right here for it.
Yeah.
Right here for it.
You know what,
Tell me what you need.
let me just start with the first stupid statement. My goal is to be an old, rich-ass white man.
Well,
throw
you're
that out there.
you're kind of sort of there.
Gonna be kind of stupid. Only problem is I would miss my soul. That's the only thing. I would miss it, man. Mm-hmm. And my big ass lips and everything. Yeah, I better go and retract that statement. I ain't gonna do good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing, this girl told me in college, a white girl told me in college, she said, I don't know a lot of black people. You know, you gotta remember now, this is 1974. But she said, the few that I do, and I've met like 6 here at college so far, I don't know how to say this, but you really wear your blackness well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I teared up.
Oh, it
said,
touched your
"Thank you."
soul, didn't it?
Yeah, I said, thank you. I do, don't I? And so I've always maintained that I wear my blackness well. Because you know the thing about it, man? You know what I discovered about myself? And this is not bragging, but I've always been cool. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've always been a cool person. You know, I'm like the cool dude. I'm a man's man. I'm every brother's brother. You know, I'm like that dude would go, man, yeah, Harv, oh yeah, he tight. Yeah, he tight with it.
He's cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he cool, man. Harv cool.
He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cool, Steve. You got
Like
swag.
President
You
Obama.
Cool. Ain't nothing like a cool brother. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually cooler than Obama, Shirley. I'm gonna be real.
Oh,
with you.
really?
Yeah.
But I mean,
if you're gonna be
But
president,
that's
he
what
the
we call
coolest
him.
president we ever had. But on the 1 to 10 meter coolness, yeah.
you're way cooler.
Oh, he can't come over here.
Really?
Okay.
You know, no. He got it for black president. He like number 1. But if I could have been president,
Well, he's the
I'd
only
have
one.
wore their ass out. All that blue suit every week, that ain't happening.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, this 6-year-old kid writes this angry and really hilarious note to his teacher after being disciplined. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
While adults should know the proper way to talk to someone when they're upset, the same cannot be said for children. And one parent learned the hard way. A woman recently shared a note on social media that her coworker's son wrote to his teacher after he was disciplined for disrupting a lesson. The 6-year-old was upset that his teacher took away his stuff and got very honest about what he thought of her, which caused the mom to be called into a parent-teacher conference. Dear Miss Jones, I am angry of you because you took 25 of my hummingbird bucks, all because I was talking to Connor. He wrote, of course, the misspellings are his. That's no big deal. I'm only 6. I can't be quiet all the time, and that makes you a thief and a crook. He added, you are going to hell, real hell, the burning one, because you a thief.
Yeah, come on.
Tell us how you feel, young man.
Yeah.
I worked hard for those bucks, and my only prayer in chapel today was that God gets you to hell super fast and your new haircut is bad, real bad. Isaiah.
Say what you mean,
Oh
Isaiah.
my goodness.
He spoke from his heart.
Oh, wait. Shirley, give it to me so I can read it. Because, see,
Okay.
you didn't put the right. I want the energy that little boy had.
I'll tell you, this part he spelled quiet, Q-Y-E-T.
Come on, that's how I spell it.
Okay, let's go. Dear Miss Jones, I am angry of you.
No, Shirley. No, give it to me. No.
Okay. He want the paper.
No. Give me the letter.
Oh, I thought you wanted me. Okay.
No.
Okay,
so
we're
I
going to
can
give it
read
to you.
it.
Just,
Because I know how that little boy felt. See, Shirley, you reading it as a Christian.
apparently, he's one too.
Nah, yeah, but he don't understand. No, let me read it, Shirley, because you read it.
Yeah.
Too kind.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the letter, Steve. You read it.
Here's the
your
letter
way.
from the 6-year-old. Dear Miss Jones, I'm angry of you because you took 25 of my hummingbird bucks, all cause I was talking to Connor. That's no big deal. I ain't but 6. I can't be quiet all the time. And that makes you a thief and a crook. You are going to hell. Real hell. I'm talking about the burning one. Because you is a thief. I work hard for them bucks. And my only prayer in chapel today was that God gets you to hell fast, super fast. Yeah. And that new haircut you got, that's bad, real bad. Isaiah. As in the Bible.
Uh-huh. Wow.
That's funny too.
Okay, now that's the angry one. Okay, now here the little white kid reading it. Dear Mrs. Jones, I'm angry of you. You want to know why? Because you took 25 of my hummingbird bucks. All because I was talking to Connor. That's not really a big deal, though. You do realize I'm only 6. I can't be quiet all the time. And you know what? You know what, Miss Jones? Makes you a thief. And a crook. You're going to hell. No, really, real hell. The burning one. It's because you're a thief. I really worked hard for those bucks. And you know what? I was in chapel today. My only prayer, the only thing I asked God for, was that he gets you to hell super fast. I'm talking about roller coaster quickness. And that new haircut you got, it sucks. This is Isaiah checking out. Okay, here's a little black boy reading. Hey, Miss Jones.
Oh.
I'm mad as hell. You know why? You took 25 of them damn hummingbird points of mine. I don't even like hummingbird points. And you took them all because I was talking to Connor. You know Connor white, I'm black. I'm trying to increase racial relationships in your little funk-ass class. But ain't no big deal. I ain't number 6. Oh, how you expect me to be quiet all the time? Hell, I'm learning how I can't even spell quiet. All the time. You want me to be quiet? So you know what that make you, Miss Jones? A thief. And my mama said you was a thief, and you going to hell. Real hell. The one my grandmama be talking about. You one that's burning, because you a thief. Work hard for them damn bucks. I'm only praying chapel today. We went to church, though. I went to church this morning, and the only thing I asked God was he could just hurry up and get you to hell. I'm talking about in a real way. You feel me? And when it come to that haircut, your bald head anyway. That's a wig.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
And the little Latino
Took it
kid.
there.
Hey, you know, Miss Jones, I'm going to say something to you because you took the 25 points and the hummingbird points because I was talking to Connor, the white kid, you know. And it's really like no big deal, you know, because I was only 6. And you expect me to be quiet all the time and only 6. So since I can't be quiet, I want to tell you something in a letter. You're a thief. a thief and a crook. And the St. Francis says you go to hell. You're going to go to hell because you a thief. Work so hard for these damn points and the bucks, and me and the black kid was in church today praying. God take you to hell super fast. And you know, when we get together and we pray, things happen. So see you in hell, Miss Jones. And when you get there, say hello to my little friend.
Was it Scarface?
There's different kids just talking to me. Is ignorant enough for you today, Shirley?
Yeah. Coming up
You
next,
don't want to be responsible.
it is the
Didn't get a
nephew
chance
who's
to
run
do
that
the
prank
Asian
back.
kid, but that's probably good, though.
Yeah, coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. Whitney Houston's Hologram Tour kicks off next week. Really? And Miss Ann will be standing by with today's national news. But right now, it is time for the nephew. He's here. You hear him with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Nas?
Wash and fold. Wash and
Okay. Talk
fold.
about laundry.
Got a little twist to it. Come on, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sam or Sammy. I'm not sure which one.
This is Sammy. What's up?
Hey, Sammy, how are you? This is Kevin. I'm the manager over here at Fresh and Clean Wash and Fold.
Yeah, well, what's going on, Kev?
You bring your clothes here pretty much on a weekly basis. Is that correct?
Yeah, I stop through probably once a week.
Okay, and you're bringing. You're pretty much bringing a full load of clothes pretty much once a week, right?
Yeah, I just bring whatever I got.
Okay. Well, we got a bit of a problem. Talking to my employees here that have been,
What kind of problem? What's going on? I mean, you not get your money or something?
Oh no. We have you on file. I mean, your card goes through every week when you bring your things. So no, that's not the issue at all.
Oh, all right, then what kind of problem could we have?
Well, the ladies that are washing the clothes are complaining that when you bring your load in, I mean, I don't know how to really tell you this, but they're saying that your underwear is too dirty. They don't want to wash it. You know?
You playing, right?
No, I'm dead serious.
What are you talking about? My underwear is dirty. I'm not any more dirty than anybody else.
Sir, all I can tell you is we wash quite a few people's clothes on a daily basis, weekly basis. For my employees to complain about your load, then I have to give you a call and talk to you about it.
My man, I feel like you around on my phone.
No, that's not what this is, bro. This is actually a call, and you know we have two options here.
Are you out there calling everybody else?
No, I don't have. I haven't had a complaint.
I know there's more dirty people than me going in your spot because I see them there.
Okay, here's the deal. We have two options here. You can scrub your underwear before you bring it in.
First off, you over here raising your voice now? What are you talking about, scrub my underwear? We clean, man. I'm clean. I bring my in, I drop it off, I pick it up.
Okay, so here's the problem. Once again, I'll start this off. You have two options, sir. You can bring in your stuff scrubbed, okay? When my ladies take a look at it, if they're comfortable with cleaning it, so be it. Or, you know, we might not be able to accept your clothes anymore.
Man, I don't even got to go up there anymore then. If you really playing around on my phone like this, I ain't even got to go up in there anymore. Let me talk to your manager, man.
I am the manager, sir. I'm Kevin. I'm the manager here.
You don't sound like the manager. How are you the manager calling my phone?
What does a manager sound like then, Sammy?
You know, who owned the building? Let me talk to him.
Okay, he's not here right now. I'm the manager, and I'm the one taking care of this problem. My ladies have a problem with washing your underwear, and I'm calling you to let you know there's a problem. I'm letting you know the way to rectify the problem is you can scrub them before you bring them in, and then we will wash them. If you do not want to do that, we will not be allowed to take...
You ain't got to rectify. You just need to quit calling my phone on this bullshit. I ain't going to go up there no more then. That's fine. I ain't got to come through your spot. That's fine.
Do you know how dirty, how funky your clothes got to be, man? For my people to be telling me they don't want to wash them no more. You know how funky that's got to be, Sammy?
Man, who the are your people? Who are your ladies? Man, I go up in there. I ain't never had a problem with they. You know what? I ain't never even seen your up in this mother. Where the you been at there? Now I look like I got a problem with Kevin. Who the is Kevin, man? You say you the manager. You ain't never been there.
I'm here. I'm just not here when you're here.
Are you in the back washing those drawers? What the going on with you, man?
I'm not in the back washing, but I am here periodically when I need to be. Don't worry about when I'm at work.
Man, I ain't never seen your ass, and I ain't never had a problem with your lady.
Hey, well, don't worry about when I'm at work. Worry about how to scrub your underwear. That's what you worry about.
Man, I'm done with you, bro. What the you on my phone doing this for? Man, you know, your ass and everybody at that washing for, bro.
You know what? I'm trying to be as professional as I can, but the way that you're talking to me, you can wash your damn clothes your own self then. That's what you can do.
Oh, that's fine, man. And you can keep on managing the laundromat, whatever the you doing with your life.
Okay, well, do whatever you're doing with your life, but do the world a favor and clean your drawers.
Bro, I'm going to come through and wash your you keep talking and around on my phone.
Hey, man, how you want to do this? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to double charge your credit card for the amount of work that my people had to do clothes.
I'm putting a stop payment on my so if that goes through on your end, we're going to have a problem.
Well, I don't know how you're going to put a stop to it when I'm running your card right now. There's nothing you can freaking do.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna show up at the Fresh and Clean there. You the manager, you should be there 50 hours a week. Then I'm gonna come meet your Kevin.
Okay, well that's fine with me. You know what? I don't understand. Why can't you just say, you know what? Let me do a better job at cleaning my underwear. How about that?
I don't know what. I know your life ain't that good. I know you over there managing the laundromat, and now you getting bored at work. But don't be calling my phone playing around in this because I know you ain't doing this to nobody else.
I'm exactly doing this to someone. I'm not doing this to anybody else. I don't have to do it to anybody else because nobody's bringing their clothes in like this.
Bro, I've been up there. Your employees are more dirty than my.
Well, Sammy, evidently not. Evidently not. Your clothes. Why are my employees complaining about you?
I don't know. I bet your employees complain about your too.
They're not complaining about my underwear, Sammy. You're the dirty guy.
Man, you know what? I'm done with your. You got any other you want to talk about?
We can talk about Carlton.
What the you just Carlton? How the you know Carlton? I know he doesn't bring his up there.
Oh, you want to talk about your brother, Carlton? You want to talk about him?
My brother, Carlton. How the you know? If he bringing his up there, he just started. So yeah, what we gonna talk about Carlton? What Carlton doing?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what Carlton doing. Carlton has been calling me, Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, to prank phone call you, Sammy D. You just got pranked, baby. You just got pranked by your brother Carlton and the nephew.
Hey, man, you ain't Carlton on some bullshit calling me about some underwear, bro.
We need a little wash and scrub, baby. A little wash and scrub.
Man, you had me fired up for real, man.
You good? You all right, man? Nobody. Your underwear is clean, Sammy. Your underwear is clean. Keep dropping them off at the washing floor. Don't quit taking your clothes up there.
I'm good, man. I don't know about Carlton after this, but I'm good.
All right, Sammy D, you got to tell me, 2020, baby, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Show with Nephew Tommy.
And there you have it.
Oh, no, there you almost got it.
Hey.
Ooh, he was mad.
Yeah, you're going to clean this before you bring them up here, all right?
Wow.
All right?
Talking to this man
Scrub
about his
this.
underwear. You play too much.
Yeah.
March 7th, I'm in Dothan, Alabama. Tickets on sale right now at the Civic Center and all Ticketmaster outlets. And then March 14th, it is Montgomery, Alabama. Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Nephew is coming to town.
All right, Nephew, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we're just a week away from the debut of the Whitney Houston Hologram Tour. Base Hologram has created a production involving a lifelike digital image of Whitney, her original recordings, and live musicians and backup singers. The curtain goes up in Sheffield, England next Tuesday with 11 more British shows, followed by 13 shows across Europe. Whitney's sister-in-law and former manager, Patty Houston, says a hologram show is all about the imagination and creating a wow factor that extends to an incredible experience to enjoy for years to come. Whitney is not with us, but her music will live with us forever. The producers promise an evening with Whitney Houston will also reach North America and Mexico, but no dates have been announced. What do you guys think about it?
Didn't they do this with Biggie? Who did they do this with?
Tupac.
Tupac?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They did one show with Tupac and Snoop was on stage with him, right? Yeah. Snoop was scared. It didn't.
Won't this feel kind of weird though?
Yeah, and Natalie Cole did it. It's a variation of this with her dad, Nat King Cole, when she won all those Grammys for that album. But yeah,
I know that hologram can't go out. I know that.
What?
If the hologram go out, it's gonna be a problem. What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, like technical issues? Like,
yeah, that's it. Ain't no the show must go on. That is it. You just got background people singing. That's it. If the hologram go out, we in trouble.
Well, I'm sure they rehearsed it and
ain't no backup hologram. Sure.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know if you know how much I loved Whitney Houston. You know this.
Yes.
I don't even know that. I don't know if I can go see it.
Yeah, I don't think like if they did Luther, I wouldn't want to see it.
Yeah.
I just
yeah. But yeah, there's a reason I guess she's starting in Europe and then see, probably to see what the reaction is going to be and then to bring it over here. What do you think, Steve?
Well,
black people gonna look
I think it's going to be interesting. I can't imagine it not doing well. I think it'll do well. Of course, there's always some people going to be leery, but there are enough fans. She's got a huge fan base.
Oh,
and so I think there's plenty of people that's going to really enjoy going to see it, And I'm pretty sure if her family got anything to do with it, it's going to be tastefully done,
Yeah.
So.
Would you go?
Would you? Yeah.
Steve, would you go?
I don't really go see
That's cold. Yeah.
Knew it.
I don't do it like it.
I knew it.
Like I don't even watch John Wayne movies.
What do you mean?
What? Okay.
You can't even watch the movies after they've
No,
gone.
once you gone, I got to quit watching this. That's just me. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That ain't for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I've already said
I don't think I could go. I don't think I could.
Yeah.
I would be just uneasy about it the entire time.
And too emotional because you would want her to be here,
Yeah.
You think about she's gone, then you get sad,
Well, I think the question has been answered, would she want to? And I think the answer is yes. Marvin Gaye would want to be here touring. No, you ain't.
We gotta
ain't
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. 6 presidential contenders took to the debate stage in Las Vegas last night. One of them, millionaire businessman Michael Bloomberg, participating for the first time and taking most of the hits. Elizabeth Warren wasted no time. She said, quote, "We have a candidate that calls women fat broads, hides his tax returns, and supports racist policies like stop and frisk and redlining." And I'm not talking about Donald Trump. It's Michael Bloomberg. And the issue of when the issue was who could beat Donald Trump, Peter Buttigieg said that the way to beat Trump was to nominate perhaps an actual Democrat. That was a dig at Bernie Sanders, who once was an independent socialist and now he's running as a Democratic socialist, and how Bloomberg switched from the GOP to the Democratic Party. But Bernie Sanders insists that he's the man. Bloomberg, of course, disagrees.
Mr. Bloomberg had policies in New York City of stop and frisk, which went after African-American and Latino people in an outrageous way. That is not a way you're going to grow voter turnout. What our movement is about is bringing working class people together, black and white and Latino, Native American, Asian American, around an agenda that works for all of us and not just the billionaire class.
I don't think there's any chance of the senator beating President Trump. I don't think there's any chance whatsoever. And if he goes and is the candidate, we will have Donald Trump for another 4 years, and we can't stand that.
Well, in an effort to take some of the attention away from the Democratic debate, apparently he couldn't stand that. Donald Trump held his own rally in Phoenix, calling everybody names, Mini Mike and stuff like that. And in an effort to get back in the news, Trayvon Martin's murderer, George Zimmerman, says he's suing 2 of the Democratic presidential candidates because he says blah, 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 blah. Okay. President Trump has dismissed the Pentagon's acting director of national intelligence and hired somebody else. Joseph McGuire's out. Richard Grinnell, who's has been ambassador to Germany. He's in. Formerly incarcerated former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich thanked President Trump for getting out 4 years early.
We want to express our most profound and everlasting gratitude to President Trump. How do you properly thank someone who's given you back the freedom that was stolen from you? He didn't have to do this. He's a Republican president. I was a Democratic governor. And doing this does nothing to help his politics. President Trump is a man who is tough and outspoken, but he also has a kind heart.
Yeah, he says he's now going to be a Trumpocrat, whatever that is. Blagojevich took no questions and went back in the House. The Southern Baptist Convention, largest Protestant denomination in the U.S., has expelled one of its churches for employing a pastor who's a registered sex offender. Finally, today is National Chew Day. Just eat it. That's what we want to talk about. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Steve, I know you stayed up to watch the debate last night.
I did.
What is your take? How did Bloomberg do?
Well, Bloomberg, when it was over with, you know, the fact that he got money. Now, what they were trying to get him about was to stop and frisk. He said he made mistakes. He was trying to rectify that, and he making policies after that to combat the mistakes he made after meeting with black leaders and clergy and all this here. All of them, Donald Trump, all of them, whether you create that policy or not, if you don't do nothing to stop it. So I was tired of that part. Joe Biden, for the first time, looked like he could be president to me. He was sharp.
Okay.
He was on it. Yeah, that's the first time. For this whole thing, he been looking a little slow. Joe was angry. He was the Joe that I like. I think he would do well against Trump, especially in a debate. Bernie Sanders was beat the same drum. Elizabeth Warren, really, man, it's time for her to just go on to the House. Because I'm telling you, man, she doesn't come across as presidential. She's trying to heal the Democratic Party. I think she's playing for vice presidency myself. That's just my opinion. She just said something to everybody, but kind of liked everybody. No, we ain't got time for that. Because the Republicans is playing dirty. We got to get somebody up in there, man, that's going to fight real nasty with him. And right now, the two that I think can go up there and get him is Bloomberg and Biden. That's who I think can go up there and get him. Amy, nice lady. I like her rhetoric. She not finna be president. Buttigieg, I like some of the stuff. He was a little more quiet last night than the rest of them. They didn't have a lot. But everybody that was attacking, what they did was, the Democrats, they don't know how to play the game. Every time all of them tried to attack Michael Bloomberg, it gave him more camera time. So you ended up seeing more of this guy than any one of them candidates because they kept going at him. And he was prepared. They was trying to end him. He bought your way into he said, I got a lot of money. So they asked him to turn in his tax returns. He said, I can't go TurboTax. He said, my tax returns is 1,000 pages. He said, now I'll turn it in, but I only been in this race I only talked about this 10 weeks ago. Y'all have been talking about this for 2 years. So give me a minute, I'll turn in my tax returns. But we're talking 1,000 pages. That pimp money right there.
That's a lot of paper, baby.
All right, coming up, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 34 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, in trending political news, Bernie Sanders says he will not release his medical records after he promised to do so.
Oh, Lord, I'm so sick of this politics. Why? Can we do something else? Now we on Bernie. Bernie had a heart attack a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Why, didn't he do that?
Yeah, but he doesn't, I mean, why
Every other sentence, we don't know what the hell Biden talking about. Why we keep talking about these people? It's the same thing. Every day we talking about these damn people. How long we going to talk about them?
Till November.
No, give me a break. It's got to be some news somewhere.
I agree with you,
What about
Tommy.
the chicken news? Let's go back to the damn chicken.
I agree with you, Tommy.
Anything going on lately? Man.
I don't give a damn if he shows us his medical records. Here's what we know. He had a heart attack and he old.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what else you need to know?
But I just like the fact that he said he's not going to do it. President Trump doesn't release anything, so
no,
whatever.
Trump ain't releasing nothing. Trump hired a guy that told him he's in the greatest shape he's ever seen any human being. You fat ass.
What?
How can that be?
I know. You're
Your
orange,
body
dude.
fat
You're
mass
orange.
index is high as hell.
Because you're eating quarter pounders every
Man,
damn day.
come on. He ain't turned in
Sanders
medical
said that-
records. He ain't turned in his damn taxes. He don't come to court. He don't answer subpoenas. Man, what?
So,
I don't give
yeah.
a damn if Bernie
don't
Sanders. Somebody
care.
man up and say they ain't giving out nothing.
Right. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, that's what Bernie
Sanders
said,
said that he's not going to do it, and he has released as much medical information as any other candidate. So there you go.
Man, that's
Can I
good.
make this known?
Yeah.
I'm on politic vacation from now on, so don't ask me nothing about it. I'm on politic
All right,
vacation.
cool.
All right,
I
well,
ain't Tommy.
moving on.
I'm here live for it.
Moving on, Joe Biden said he's upset that Mike Bloomberg has linked himself to President Obama in his campaign ads because Bloomberg has criticized Obama when he was president. All right, well, I'll say this. I know you don't want to talk about it anymore, Tommy, but you do, Steve. I'll just say this. They're fighting amongst each other. They got to fight Donald Trump, okay? They have to
There
fight
is
Donald
a
Trump.
divide in the Democratic Party.
Here's the
There
deal.
is, and they need
All the pictures Mike Bloomberg got of him and Barack Obama is real pictures. They laughing.
Yeah.
They talking. They on the airplane together. Okay. Them real pictures. Joe, you need to come up with something, man. Make us want to vote for you. That's what you need to do.
Joe ain't going to remember that. Now, I said I wasn't
Tommy,
going to
you
talk
said
about politics,
you were
but Joe,
through with politics.
But
remember?
Joe don't remember that, so y'all quit acting like Joe finna remember something. Joe don't remember nothing. And I understand it. I'm watching it. Joe started talking, then he turned left, started talking about something else. Here was Joe talking about politics. All of a sudden, boom, how about them Yankees? What is you talking about, Joe? What is you talking about? We talking politics right now, Joe. I was with you, Joe. I was, but God, dog, I'm through. I'm back on vacation. Go ahead.
Okay, politics vacation.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, finally, news out of Chicago. He calls himself a Trumpocrat now and freed political prisoner. That's disgraced ex-governor Rod Blagojevich. He used his first full day of freedom yesterday to thank President Trump for commuting his prison sentence, and he took the first shot at redefining his legacy. So there you go. So he's on the
I
Trump
would
train
too.
now. Yeah.
If you get me out of prison, I'm voting
I'm
for
right
your
with you.
ass.
Yes.
Matter of
Yes.
fact, I'm making what little campaign contribution I got, I'm giving it to you. And when you get out of prison, you ain't got no money. I'm
You
voting
get me
for-
out. I'm wearing that hat to church.
Dog.
You get me out. What?
Had that mega hat on.
Got that mega hat kicked to the side. He would not come down from the cross just to save himself.
I said it's Jesus, make America great again. I know Jesus will make America great again. I know Jesus will make America great again. I said that Jesus will make America great again. Go Donald Trump, y'all. Hey, hey. He's
All right, coming
my
up next,
friend.
Nephew Tommy with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, my husband is not a good cheater.
God, I'll be trying to help him.
Be quiet.
My bad.
You're married, crazy.
I can still teach you the way, though.
Right now, Nephew Tommy is here with today's prank phone call.
Breakroom barbecue. Did y'all hear what I said?
Yeah, what?
Breakroom barbecue. That's what that is. Breakroom barbecue.
Okay.
All right.
You
Everybody that
bringing
had a
people
job
about
before got that
barbecue?
break room. That's one break room. Breakroom barbecue. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
I'm trying to speak to Eric.
Yeah, this is Eric. What's up?
Hey, man, let me tell you something. With me and you finna get some straight today, dog. Right here, right now. Let me say this, man.
Who is this? What you talking about right now?
This is Quincy right here. This Quincy. I work in the same building. I work on the same floor you work on, all right? And I know that a lot of people on the floor, everybody kind of share the break room and the refrigerator or whatever. But let me tell you this right now. It's been brought to my attention that you the person on Tuesday, all right, that went in there and ate my barbecue ribs. All right? It took me 4-5 hours to smoke them.
Hey, whoa, slow down. You say your name Quincy, right? Slow down, Quincy.
My
hey,
name.
Who bringing this to your attention, bro?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about who told me. But everybody say you always eating people's stuff out the damn break room and out the refrigerator.
Well, I don't know who is everybody or whatever, but I ain't eating nothing out the refrigerator. I go out and get my own food, bro. I go out and get my own food, so I don't know what you're talking about right now. And I don't know who over there telling you.
Let me say this to you, Eric. Let me say this to you, all right? I'm coming by your cubicle tomorrow. I see anything. I see some barbecue sauce, anything remotely look close to my barbecue ribs. I swear to you, I'm whooping your ass right there in your cubicle.
You need to chill, man. I'm not about the threats, bro. I'm telling you, I wasn't the one that did that. I'm telling you that right now, so you need to calm down.
No, I ain't calming down, okay? Listen. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get up in your cubicle
what you're saying, but I'm trying to tell you I'm not the one that's doing that. That's what I'm telling you. So you're coming at the wrong person.
How come everybody say if anybody ate your food, it's probably Eric the one always eating everybody's stuff up?
They can say whatever they want to say. That don't mean that I was the one that did that. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You get all irate.
So they lying on you now. They lying on you.
They lying. I'm trying to tell you they lying. I'm telling you that.
So you do understand what I'm saying. If it's anything that remotely look close to barbecue sauce, anything, a real bone, anything like that around your cubicle, in the trash can, in your work area, I'm whooping your ass, Eric.
Man, Quincy, man, I'm trying to be nice to you on this damn phone, bro, but I told you about these threats. So at this point in time, for you threatening me again, you and your damn barbecue sandwich, bro. That's how it is right now. You and your barbecue sandwich, bro. I told you to stop making these threats to me, bro. I told you that.
Well, go on admit that you ate it, Eric. Go on admit it then.
You know what? At this point, speaking to you on this phone like this, bro, I really wish I ate your damn sandwich, bro. I wish I did, bro. I did.
Dog, I'm telling you right now, I smoked them ribs for 5 hours. I smoked them ribs, put my hard work in it, and then I get to work, getting ready to eat my food, and somebody then ate my barbecue ribs, and then everybody saying, Eric, the one always eating everybody's food. I'm telling you, dude, I will come to your cubicle and you up if I find anything look like my ribs over there.
That's like the third threat you done gave me, bro. That was good, bro. That was good as I'm so glad I took that. Damn, I'm so glad.
Oh, so you admitting it now?
No, I'm telling you what you want to hear, Quincy. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm telling you what you want to hear.
Okay. That's your ass tomorrow. That's your ass tomorrow at the cubicle. I'm telling you now.
Nowhere. We working in the same building, right? I ain't going nowhere. You know what floor I'm at. I ain't going nowhere. It was good. I don't know who you are. I don't know how you got my number, bro. But we even gotta wait till you get up there to my floor. We can get this cracking in the lobby, bro. In the lobby, you can get your damn ribs broken. Your ribs, not the ribs that you cooked on that barbecue. Your ribs. We can get it cracking right there in the lobby.
It's whatever at this point, Eric. It's whatever. It's whatever. Okay. It's, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna let Deshae know what's up.
Deshae? I know she didn't tell you nothing about eating nothing like eating your food, bro. I know Deshae didn't say nothing like that to you.
No, Deshae ain't say you ain't no rib. That ain't what Deshae told me.
So why you bringing her? Why you bringing her up then?
You want to know what Deshae told me?
What did Deshae told you, bro? What she told you?
Deshae told me to prank phone call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your coworker, Deshae.
What? What the hell you talking about?
Hey, Eric. Hey, man, check it out. This is Nephew Tommy, bro. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girl Deshae, your coworker, got me to prank you, man.
Oh, you know what, man? Boy, you got my blood boiling, man. Oh, man. Oh, Deshae, she gonna get it, bro. She gonna get it when I get back in there. And I listen to y'all I don't believe it. Man, hey, you got me, man. Oh, man, it is an honor, bro. It is an honor. Tommy, man. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. I'm gonna get the shade though. You tell her ass is, man, her ass is mine.
Well, hey, man, it's 2020, man. Do me a favor. Tell everybody what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land.
Man, the baddest radio show in the land is Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Man, go get some ribs and have a nice day, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna do that.
Breakroom barbecue.
Oh my God.
That's Breakroom barbecue right there now.
You just will not leave people
tell you
alone.
Oh, my foot on their neck
I
in
tell you what,
2020, sir.
I tell you
Breakroom.
what, you come down here, you gonna get your own damn ribs broken.
He worried about some ribs. I got your ribs.
I got your ribs, partner. Breakroom barbecue, baby.
Tommy, play too much.
That's going down. Matter of fact, let me do this because we on the road 2020. Go to thomasmiles.com. thomasmiles.com. Click on the prank phone call button and solicit who you would like for me to prank, and I will prank your people for you. All right? The nephew is back in the studio when it's happening. Now, a lot of them don't go well. A whole lot of them hit the editing floor and don't make it. A lot of people hang up on you. But that's all right. We get a few of them out and we get a few home runs.
Well, I will say this. People are happy that you have new prank phone calls for this year. They are happy.
I'm in it through it. Breakroom barbecue, baby. Okay? Because, you know, it goes down in the break room.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody know it goes down. There's always somebody stealing something out the break room.
I know. Clearly, your name is not on that.
I don't get that, though. Why would you eat out of somebody else's food?
That's cold.
Are you that hungry?
I'm not doing that.
No.
I don't know how you cooking at your house.
Right.
Exactly. Steve, you always take me back to that picture that was on Instagram that time. That person washing those chitlins in the bathtub.
See?
That was a double negative. Chitlins and in the bathtub?
I'll give you one worse than that, Shirley. I'll give you one worse than that.
Worse than that? What?
Somebody sent me a picture of a guy using the bathroom.
Well, come on. Okay,
no, listen to me.
No, you win.
His feet, all you do is see his feet underneath the stall. But he's one of those food deliveries, and you see the food bag sitting there.
No!
I say that's it. That's it for me.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. You win. Yeah.
I don't want your DoorDash, your Uber Eats. I don't want any of it.
They say they do eat the food.
Hold
it's
up,
hard,
man.
Though.
Try them wings. Them wings pretty good. What?
I have an announcement to make. Wait, I'm going to do it when we come back because I need plenty of break.
Okay.
Up next, Strawberry Letter. We'll get into it. My husband is not a good cheater right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, sex, parenting, dating, work, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, my husband is not a good cheater. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I have been married for almost 30 years. We both have professional jobs and we make a good living. My husband is genuinely a good guy, but he's also a big-time cheater. The first time he cheated on me, I was pregnant with our oldest child. I forgave him then because I was young and pregnant, but years later, I found out he was still cheating. I let it slide again, and things just kind of went back to normal. Over the years, I have confronted him about his inappropriate contact with women. And just last year, we ran into a married woman that he met at the gym, and a week later, the woman popped up at my house to take our youngest child on a play date with her child. I cursed him out and let him know how stupid he was to have this woman show up at my house. So we finally had counseling, and I thought that we would be fine. He goes on an annual vacation with guys from college, and this year they went to Laguna Beach to golf and hang out. When he got home, he was in a really good mood, so I tried to get some welcome home sex. He pushed me away and said he was drained. He passed out on the couch, and I noticed that he left his carry-on bag in the garage.
Ignorant.
I thought that was odd, so I went and got it and went through it. I found a prepaid phone and I turned the power on and read all of the text messages between him and his lover, and I saw all of the pictures from their nice weekend together. It looks like for the past 3 years he has been going on a romantic getaway with her. This is it, guys. I'm ready to call it quits, and he needs to know that I mean business this time. I want to do something mean, but I don't want to be too low down. I don't want him to think he can beg his way out of this one. Please advise.
What?
Yeah, so let me get this straight. What? Are you asking us to help you do something mean, but not too mean to your husband? What? We don't want to be a party to that, okay? Because guess what? You've been putting up with this for 30 years. He's been cheating on you for 30 years. That's a lifetime, okay? And I definitely disagree with you. You say your husband's a good guy. He's generally a good guy. This is not what a genuinely good guy does. He cheated on you when you were pregnant. Then he cheated on you after that. And then after that. Okay, genuinely good guys do not do that. Genuinely good guys don't lie to you about going on trips with their boys. And, you know, he's been with this woman for 3 years, all of that. So for me, you don't have to do anything low down. I mean, you could do that if you want to. Just leave him, divorce him. You keep taking him back. So to him, that was, you know, an excuse to keep doing it or a reason to keep doing it. You know, hey, he could do it, get away with it because he knew you would always take him back. Well, this time, don't take him back. How about that? Do something different. All right, Steve?
Wow. This letter is like, this is really an amazing letter. See, this is how a man gets away with it. Because the first time he cheated while you was pregnant, you was young, and you forgave him. Then you found out he was still cheating, and then you let it slide again. And then things went back to normal, and then over the years, you've just confronted him about inappropriate contact with women. And then just this past year, met this lady at the gym, and a week later, she show up at your house to take your youngest child on a play date. Oh, well, then you cussed at him. That was good. You cussed at him for that one.
Something.
And let him know that, and told him he was stupid. So you cussed and told him he was stupid. Well, then y'all go to counseling. He go on a golf trip. You want to have some welcome home sex. He pass out, tell you he tired. Well, hell yeah, he tired. Now his dumb ass done left his bag carry-on in the garage. You done went out there and went through it. Found a prepaid phone card, read all the texts, and saw all these pictures of these wonderful weekends that he had. So then, after that, he's still in there asleep. It looks like for the past 3 years, he's been going on a romantic getaway with her. This is it, guys. I'm ready to call it quits.
Really?
Whoa. When you found a prepaid phone card and went through all the texts and saw all these pictures of this wonderful weekend, he's still in there sleeping on the couch. He still sleep on the couch. You know how you gonna show him? This is it, guys. Yep. After 30-some years of what I just described, I want to do something mean, but I don't want to be too mean.
Why?
But I don't want him to think he can beg his way out of this one. Yes, you do. Because what you've done is you've created a conducive atmosphere for cheating to not only survive, but to thrive.
Hold that thought, Steve. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, of today's Strawberry Letter. My husband is not a good cheater. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, my husband is...
I beg to differ. Because in the letter, he proves that he's one of the greatest cheaters of all time. Why? Because he's been doing it to you for over 30 years and he still got you. Pregnant? You forgave it. Cheated again? Let it slide. Continue to have inappropriate contact with women? You don't understand that. Met a lady at a gym. Next week, the lady at your house popped up to take one of your children on a play date.
You got to be kidding.
All you did was cuss him out and call him stupid. So now he go on a golf trip, come in tired, pass out. You go out there look in his overnight bag, find a prepaid phone call with pictures in it, pictures of this woman for this wonderful weekend. He in that sleep, you ain't wake him up. You come to the conclusion, look like they've been seeing each other for 3 years. Yeah, this is it, guys. Yeah, this is it. I want to do something real mean to him, but nothing too low, because I don't want him to think he can beg his way back. Like I told you, you've created a conducive atmosphere for cheating to thrive, not only survive, but to thrive. Your husband is an excellent cheater. Because he's so good at cheating, he does it right in your face, because you ain't going to do nothing. If all you going to do is cuss me out and call me stupid, that's it.
I can take that.
He in there sleeping while you going through his bag. Girl, in the words of Thomas Miles, grits should have been on the stove coming to a slow boil. You know how they bubble?
Yeah.
That should have been a bunny rabbit in a pot boiling at her house. Farrah Fawcett would have set your damn whole bed on fire. Oh, you'd have been in there asleep, but when you woke up, your ass would have been hot. Ain't no stabbing. How is his car still running? How you ain't put sugar in the tank and slashed all them tires? I don't even understand what we talking about. You ain't set one fire. You ain't set the gym bag on fire. You ain't broke no phones. He ain't got no cuts on him. He in there sleep and been in the house 30 years. Now you want to do something to him mean, but not too low down. Well, you've called into the wrong show.
Right.
I take a ball peen hammer while he sleep and just knock both his front teeth out. It's hard to be a player when you snag a tooth. It ain't a lot of players with their two front teeth missing. It's really, really hard to be a player with your two front teeth missing.
I know snag a tooth.
No, that ain't sexy at all. It's hard to be a player and you got a walker. See, because I'm going to bust both your damn kneecaps.
Your kneecaps
See,
done.
You don't even understand. I don't even understand why you talking about you don't even want to be low down. Ain't he been low down? He has not faced any consequences for his actions. Cussing me out and calling me stupid. Because your letter, the whole letter, the title of it, my husband is a bad cheater. No, he's not. He's actually pretty good at it. My husband is not a good cheater. He's a great cheater because he keeps cheating and keeps being allowed to cheat. If you make a conducive atmosphere for cheating, ma'am, what do you want to happen? A man will do whatever we allow to get away with. if you keep getting in the car door and we ain't got to open it, we won't open it. If we don't go pick up the kids ever, you gonna go get the kids. If we don't let you see how much money in the account, we won't let you see it. If we don't tell you where we going and you don't never ask and make no deal of it, we ain't finna tell you where we going. That's all to it. A lot of this is your fault. Now, is he a good dude? Like Shirley said, absolutely not. But you didn't have to stay with this not good man. See, your definition of everything is wrong. He's not a good cheater. He's a great cheater. He's a really good guy. No, he's not. No, he's not.
That's true.
He's not a really good guy. He's just not. He abuses you. He's not a good guy. Damn. He's not.
All right, Steve, we got to get out of here. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter.
Well,
Steve
I
Harvey
guess you'll go
on
and be
Instagram
praying for him next.
and Facebook. Please don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes
You're
after
going to need
the hour.
prayer. It won't be from me, though.
From the Talk, our girl, Sheryl Underwood, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Carla's reality update. But right now, Steve, please introduce our girl.
Sheryl Underwood.
Steve Harvey, man, listen to me.
You
have more enthusiasm than everybody that was debating last night. Listen to
Damn
me.
right.
I don't know what happened. Was it last night or the night before last? What night was it? I don't know
Last
what
night.
it was. It was the wackest thing I'd
Biden
ever
finally
seen.
showed up.
Did he?
Looked presidential.
Yeah.
Bloomberg ain't no punk.
That's it. Say it,
Them
Steve.
the two dudes right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
They look like they about to dap each other and go, let's get this, son. They look like that. But wait, Elizabeth Warren looked like the worst substitute teacher in the history of mankind. Oh, my God. But she was trying to play the dozens with Klobuchar. Don't mess with that street girl from Minnesota.
No, seriously. Seriously, man. That white woman looked like she was going to go down there and bust Elizabeth Warren dead in her head. I sure hope they start scrapping up in here.
Listen to me. I was ready for people to take off earrings and shoes and fight up in there. And then Lester Holt so damn suave. Lester Holt to settle it down. That ain't what we talking about. Shut it. I was like, go ahead, find Lester Holt. Lester Holt could get it. Lester Holt, he could get it. He could get it. Well, not before Junior could get it. Not before Junior could get it, but Lester Holt, well, if he's single. But wait a minute. Bloomberg looked like he wanted to say, shut up, Bernie Sanders, before I slap you with my money.
Seriously.
61 billion. You know what I don't like? Let me tell you what I don't like. Why are people speaking against the billionaires? Tom Steyer been putting his money into causes that we believe in.
Because they ain't billionaires.
There you are. Bloomberg been putting his money into causes because he knew what he did wrong, and his foundation been putting money into causes. If these two men were not running but were giving their money, I bet you almost everybody on that stage would take it. And for Bernie Sanders, I just don't understand. I like some of the things that Bernie Sanders say. But when Bernie Sanders did not tell his supporters, you need to vote for Hillary Clinton because we need a Democrat in the White House. It was almost like he set her up to lose, which set us up to be involved in that. So all I'm saying is, when it's time for you to vote and get in the primary and the caucus system, get in it. It's time for you to listen to the information, get in it. But don't just knock somebody out just because Bloomberg got fired from the company he was working with and made his company. So I'm not saying, I don't know who gonna win because ain't none of them doing nothing for me except for I like Bloomberg, I like Steyer. I don't know. I like Biden. I like Bloomberg, I like Biden, I like Steyer.
We gotta go.
No, you don't, Shirley. Stop.
Thank you, Cheryl. We got to get out of here.
Is he in the bathroom?
Carla's reality update. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Tommy. Introduce Carla.
It's Carla Farrell. She is here with reality update.
Thank you, nephew. Here we go. So Nene and Cynthia decided to meet and try to squash their beef. So we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I'm excited.
And yeah, I know you are. I guess they're trying to move on to possibly be friends. Now, the girls, they were really close, Nene and Cynthia, at one point. They were, they called each other sisters. And you remember, they've been dissing each other for a while, since last season, during the reunion show, during the season, and now this season it's carried over. And it appears to me that Nene was having a hard time to just really apologize to Cynthia and really let her guard down. I felt that Nene, she was kind of struggling owning her part in this drama in their friendship and everything that went down. What really bothered Nene the most was that Cynthia called her a toxic friend, and Cynthia was trying to be more open with Nene, and she said that she was just trying to get back at Nene for calling her weak. And Nene was like, well, you went on this media and blog tour, and, you were saying mean things about me. So it seems like it was a little revenge between them, just trying to get back at each other. So anyway, at the end, they finally decided that I don't think they are back at the place where they were, but they said that they would try to work it out and be friends. So, we'll see. We'll be watching. It's always some drama. Tell them, Steve, child.
Man, boo.
Okay, not boo, though.
Boo.
And moving on, Nene, she hosted this jungle theme brunch for entrepreneurs and some of her friends. So she invited the ladies out to her brunch. They had to wear a animal print kind of outfit. Shirley, you and I would have loved that, darling. Fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah, I call that jungle love.
Jungle love. That's
Jungle
exactly
love.
The theme she was going for. And Cynthia and Eva got there, and Candy, and then Eva started having contractions. And she, at the time of the taping of this particular episode, she was 8 months pregnant. So it was kind of scary, and they had to call her doctor, which we all know is Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine, another Bravo show. And she encouraged Eva to get to the hospital because she may possibly have been in labor. And so Cynthia took her to the hospital. They left. They had to leave the brunch. And meanwhile, back at the restaurant, Kenya came to the brunch. And she was a little bit late, and she waited for Nene. Nene was really late to her own brunch, and Kenya left. She didn't want to wait for Nene. She didn't stay very long. Portia decided to come. She talked to her mother about it. Her and Nene, Portia and Nene, been having a little drama. And so Portia said that she talked to her mom.
Portia
and her mom
said it was too hard being Nene's friend.
Nene's friend.
Yeah.
No, that's it, Shirley. You can jump right on in. That's exactly right.
It was hard for me too.
To be Nene's friend?
Be Nene's friend?
And Portia.
Really,
friend.
Steve?
Yeah.
And Portia?
And Cynthia's friend.
Why was it so hard for
Every
you?
one of them.
Candy and Eva. It was just hard.
Why? Why
I
was it
said,
so
man,
hard?
what y'all get off TV with all this fighting? They told me to mind my damn business.
And so,
I love Nene, though.
I said,
and so
child,
the friendship is over?
it's
Child?
over. I ain't finna go through this with y'all.
Yeah, going back and forth. Yeah. I like Nene too, but she had some issues with Cynthia, and it wasn't all Cynthia who was wrong in that. So Nene had to, she had to own her own stuff. Yeah, she definitely does. So anyway, Portia went to the luncheon. Nene finally arrived very late, and the other castmates were there. Marlo showed up. And so we'll see. We'll see what's going on after that. It looks like for next week's episode that's coming up, Kenya's husband, Mark, he likes Nene. And, Kenya can't stand Nene. So it looks like they are going to get together with Greg and Nene. So we'll see this double
Do
couple.
any of these
I think it's
people
going to
get
be.
along?
No, that's not good television. You got to have conflict, right?
So we'll talk about it. I'll update you on that next week. Follow me at Lips by Carla on social media, and we'll be back at 20 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, get your iPhone out so you can take this number down. Or if you at work, you got a pen and paper in your hand, you ready? Okay, because we're talking Saying the Soul right now. 1-800-684-2825. 1-800-684-2825. Or go to SteveHarveySayingTheSoul.com. You know why? Because it's back. Saying the Soul, Labor Day weekend 2020, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana. All-inclusive experience. You ain't going to forget it. Now, right now, because it's the month for lovers, this is a special. Now, right now, I'm doing a 2 is better than 1 month of the love special. What that means is right now, through the end of the month, when you book your room package for Sand and Soul and you refer a friend who also books, you both going to receive $200 off of your all-inclusive Sand and Soul Festival. So it ain't nothing but a game. All you got to do is know somebody that's going and say, hey, I'm going to call and refer you, or you call and refer me, and each one of us going to get $200 off. That's all it is. It's just a trick move. Now, all-inclusive, all your food at all 9 restaurants. That's room service and all the snack bars. All the alcohol is included. All the tickets to all events is included. Your transportation to and from the hotel is included. You get unlimited resort credits, which you can use for spa packages, gifts, items, golf, and a whole lot more. I'm in that all-inclusive.
Coming up, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we're just a week away from the debut of the Whitney Houston Hologram Tour. Base Hologram has created a production involving a lifelike digital image of Whitney, her original recordings, and live musicians and backup singers. The curtain goes up in Sheffield, England next Tuesday with 11 more British shows, followed by 13 shows across Europe. Whitney's sister-in-law and former manager, Patty Houston, says a hologram show is all about the imagination and creating a wow factor that extends to an incredible experience to enjoy for years to come. Whitney is not with us, but her music will live with us forever. The producers promise an evening with Whitney Houston will also reach North America and Mexico, but no dates have been announced. What do you guys think about?
Didn't they do this with Biggie? Who did they do this with?
Tupac.
Tupac?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Snoop was scared. Didn't.
Won't this feel kind of weird, though?
Yeah, and Natalie Cole did it, a variation of this with her dad, Nat King Cole, when she won all those Grammys for that album. But yeah,
I know that hologram can't go out. I know that.
What?
If the hologram go out, it's gonna be a problem. What?
What do you mean?
You mean like technical issues? Like
yeah, that's it. Ain't no the show must go on. That is it. You just got background people singing. That's it. If the hologram go out, we in trouble.
Well, I'm sure they rehearsed it and
ain't no backup hologram. Sure.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know if you know how much I loved Whitney Houston. You know this.
Yes.
I don't even know that. I don't know if I can go see it.
Yeah, I don't think like if they did Luther, I wouldn't want to see Luther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a reason. I guess she's starting in Europe, and then see, probably to see what the reaction is going to be, and then to bring it over here. What do you think, Steve?
Well,
black people gonna look.
I think it's going to be interesting. I can't imagine it not doing well. I think it'll do well. Of course, there's always some people going to be leery, but there are enough fans. She's got a huge fan base.
Oh,
and so I think there's plenty of people
global.
that's going to really enjoy going to see it, And I'm pretty sure if her family got anything to do with it, it's going to be tastefully done,
Yeah.
So.
Would you go?
Would you? Yeah.
Steve, would you go?
Be here.
I don't really go see
That's cold. Yeah.
Knew it.
I don't do it. Like it.
I knew it.
Like I don't even watch John Wayne movies.
What do you mean?
What? Okay.
You can't even watch the movies after they've
No,
gone.
once you go, I got to quit watching this. That's just me.
Coming up, our last break of the day, and of course, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys. Last break of the day.
That's what it is.
It's the last break of the day.
Thank you. It's been a good Thursday. It's been a good day. Yeah.
Busy. Political. Tommy's sick of it, but political Thursday.
Oh, they got on my
Hey, you know
Really
something?
got on
Hey,
my
let me say
nerves.
this about this. My closing is about
Okay.
Let's go.
just that. Listen, y'all. Played in my life. He got a nice swing too. Trump got a nice golf swing because he's been playing it his whole life. He's done nothing he said he was going to do. But he's done more than he said he was going to do. He banned 7 Muslim countries from traveling. What did that do? He don't give a damn about these DACA students. It's amazing when I hear Latinos for Trump. I be going, man, what y'all talking about? And I get even more amazed when I hear blacks for Trump. He's done a lot for blacks. What? They're trying to say that the unemployment rate for African Americans is as low as it's ever been. But do you know what that means too, though? If you were on unemployment and your benefits have run out, you don't get counted no more. That's one thing about unemployment. And they got other methods they do to measure unemployment. And in African American communities, the lowest it's been in X amount of years. Man, it's a lot of people ain't working, man. But even if you gonna tout that, who you know doing way better than they was doing? The atmosphere that this man has created as president, voting for us is not an option. We have to vote. Now, I don't care who you vote for, but we got to vote. We got to vote. I'm completely undecided at this point, but I'm going to vote for somebody. You better believe that. We have to vote. Period. That's it.
All right. I hear you.
Profound. Excellent. Yes. And agree. We agree. We have to vote.
Bottom line.
All right. And I'm going to tell y'all again, I'm not going to do this politics with y'all tomorrow. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going
you ain't
to
got
do
to,
this
Tommy. I
politics.
agree with you.
Okay.
We'll be ignorant tomorrow.
Let me at least do the weather or something. If we're going to be a news station, let me be the weather.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.